What we're looking at here on the computer screen is a video I did back on, well, let's see, January 13th, 2015. And the name of it was Another Marlin Model 60 Video. Well, guess what? Here it is, January 2nd, 2017. And I haven't even fired this rifle yet. But that's about to change. Let me tell you about it. Hello everybody, you got Mark coming to you this evening, and the title of the video, as you've seen, Marlin Model 60, first shots after having it for 2 years. Just the truth of it is, I forgot I had the thing, okay? Now, in the original video about this rifle, I went to Walmart one night. I was running some errands for my mother. And I just happened to go back to the sporting goods department and saw this sitting in a display case all by its lonesome. And I figured, well, that gun would look a lot better at my place than it would sitting there all alone in that display case. So I bought it on a whim. Now, I already had a few other Marlin rifles. And figure, hey, why not? You know, like I said in the other video, you can never have enough Marlin Model 60s. Anyhow, I went ahead and got it, brought it home, decided I was going to do a quick video with it. I set it up on a gun rest here in my back room and did a little video about it. And then after the video was over, here come the 11 o'clock news on. It was pretty late that night. And I caught the weather report, and they was calling for the temperatures to drop. And I figured, well, I'll wait a couple of days, go out and shoot it. And then here comes the rain, and here comes the ice and sleet and the snow. That's how January is here in the Central Appalachians. And before you knew it, the month of January was over. And then I got busy with other things. The month of February and March passed, and April. And so on, and you know how you get to doing things, and well, time just gets away from you. Now, a couple of times I remembered I had this, but I had other things going on, so I went ahead and did that instead. And I figured, well, I'll eventually get to it, but hell, after 2 years, I'd put it in a spare closet here in the back of the house, and then I went looking. I guess it was New Year's Eve through there. My granddaughter Jaylee was with me. And I decided, well, I'm going to clean that closet out. And she said she'd help me. And we come across this still in the box. I was like, well, I got to get it out. Anyhow, in the other video I talked about how I was going to get a new aluminum trigger guard and all that from DI products and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, standing here thinking about it, looking at it, I'm not going to do that, because everybody knows on these Marlins, if you tighten that screw up too tight right there behind the trigger guard, you're going to snap that plastic. I know Remington's bought out Marlin, and I think somebody's bought out Remington since then. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But they could use a better grade of plastic on that. Hell, I'd pay $5 extra for a Marlin Model 60 if it had a better trigger guard. I'd pay $25 extra if it would come with an aluminum trigger guard. So I wouldn't have to give DI products $60 and change for shipping or whatever, you know, for, you know, a new trigger guard. That's almost half the cost of the entire rifle. But it's a good feature to have, and I'm pretty sure I've got enough common sense not to tighten this screw back in when reassembling this gun after cleaning. As far as the common sense part, I guess the jury's still out on that. But anyhow, you gotta love tube fed. I like tube fed better than anything. And this here mule standby, the speedy loader. I'm gonna tell you, this is a must-have if you got a tube fed rifle. And I am gonna be doing another video about the speedy loader. Anyhow, I've yacked on long enough. I think it's time to get this little fella down at my shooting area and take the first shots out of it 2 years after I bought it. Be right with you. I got some targets about 40 to 50 yards away. Don't know if you can see them or not. I spray painted them yellow. They're kind of in the shade right now, but let's go ahead and take the first shots out of this Marlin Model 60 2 years after I bought it. Well, my batteries went dead on my camera while I was down there, so I didn't get to film as much shooting as I wanted to, but that's alright. We all saw that it worked. Had no problems with it. Had no problems with it after the camera died. I have no complaints. These little Marlins are just good little rifles for the money. You can go out and get these others that cost a lot less or whatever, but to me, you know, I'm not into the rifles with the box magazines, and if you lose one or decide you want to get an extra, in my opinion, you pay more than what the magazine is worth for what they are, okay? The Ruger 1022 with that rotary magazine, that's good. I like it. This new Savage A22, it's got a rotary magazine. I've heard nothing but good things about it. But this little Marlin, I found I was shooting a little bit low. And so I'm going to adjust this back side here upward some. I have to push it forward, I guess, a little bit to get it up. But, you know, that's no big hassle to me. But after 2 years of sitting in the closet, she's finally out. She finally got shot. And I would say this will end up going to my granddaughter, Jaylee. She's been talking about going shooting with me, so hey, why not? She's 10 years old. She's a very responsible child. I've talked to her about gun safety. You ask her the question, what's the most important thing or most important rule in gun safety? She will tell you never point a firearm in an unsafe direction, loaded or unloaded. That's the first thing just comes right out of her mouth like that. Well, listen, I'm glad I got this done. Y'all take it easy and have a happy new year.